In this NIL era of college sports, student athletes are busy balancing practices and also brand partnerships. In tonight's player conversation, we're taking you inside a day in the life of ASU offensive lineman Ben Coleman. He's making a couple stops around the valley with our own Lina Washington.
With all the name, image, and likeness responsibilities you have to check off, we're making one stop first here with ASAP IVs and Ben Coleman joining us here. Take us through the day in the life. It's a busy one.
So the first thing we do on a Monday morning, we go in, we have a run and a lift, and then I think to recovery do an IV. I choose the performance IV. They have a list of IVs here. So I think that's all essential just to help my body recover and then get back on the playing field.
We've got those vitamins infusing right now.
How does it feel to be kind of a businessman now, also as a student athlete, as you represent these brands, these local businesses?
I think it feels good in the age of NIL. We should be honored to be able to work and partner with brands such as SFIVs.
Day in the life of Ben Coleman can't go without a little stop at Mac Daddy's, of course, and we've got our meal ready to dig in.
The loaded Mac, you really can't go wrong, so let's see what it's talking about.
All right. Ooh, the steam coming off that
The
noodle.
little cheese pool.
Cheers.
Cheers, Lina. That's it, you can't go wrong there.
When you don't hear talking, that's when you know it's good.
Exactly, exactly.
Do you have a max number of calories that you have to hit every day?
Keep it slim. Everybody thinks old lineman that you got to do a lot. You got to keep it down. We do a good job. Coach Tuatelli, our O-line coach, makes sure that, hey, you always talk about every meal doesn't have to be your last meal, but when I do have an opportunity to come and have a little extra time, I like to go come over here and press in the Mac Daddy. I think it's a great treat. Especially talk about off day or cheat day meal. And he takes care of me. We have a great relationship, so I'm more than thankful.
You mentioned your dad. How is he enjoying your ride as a college athlete and kind of following in his footsteps as an O-lineman?
I think him being drafted to the Phoenix Cardinals, which that should tell you, it was back in the day. We talk about Phoenix Cardinals, right. Playing in Sun Devil Stadium. That should also tell you that's back in the day. Yep. So I think it's been pretty cool. He's always told me to be patient with this whole process. He's always told me to enjoy the process. I'm blessed and fortunate enough to have a dad that's played in the league. He was a great player. And I think the biggest part is that I never tried to compare myself to him as a player. He always wanted me to do things that he maybe didn't get the opportunity to do. Give me things that that he didn't have the opportunity to have when he grew up.
Our third stop, Burrito Express in Tempe, where Ben and his teammates shot a commercial featuring Cam Scadaboo's Burrito. With this NIL deal, ASU's star running back gets $5 for every one sold at this Sun Devil alum owned and operated Burrito Joint. Thanks to Ben Coleman for letting us tag along for a day in the life of a Sun Devil student athlete.